Let's travel back in time for a moment. Picture ancient forests, maybe Himalayan ashrams. The air is completely still. The only thing you hear is the wind, maybe some chanting. It was in a world just like this that an absolutely revolutionary text was born. Not a guide for conquering kingdoms, but for understanding the human mind itself.
Now, this wasn't a gift you could hold in your hands, something made of gold or stone. Nope. It was something way more valuable. A piece of profound wisdom. A blueprint, really, designed to help us navigate that complex and, let's be honest, often chaotic world inside our own heads.
So, what is this gift? It's the Yoga Sutras, and you've got to think of it less like some abstract philosophy book and more like a practical, actionable guide. It's pretty much a user's manual for the mind, written by a true master of inner science.
And here's what's so elegant about it. This entire vast science of consciousness is packed into just 196 short verses, or sutras. The word sutra itself literally means thread. So each verse is like this single, powerful thread of wisdom, just waiting to be unpacked and really thought about. Okay, this is a really crucial point we need to get straight right away. When most of us hear the word yoga, what do we think of? Right, complicated physical poses. But for Patanjali, that's just one tiny piece of the puzzle. The main event, the real focus of the sutras, is the mind. So, if it's not just about stretching, then what's the goal? What's the point of it all? Well, Patanjali gives us a definition that is both incredibly simple and, at the same time, unbelievably deep. It's the absolute heart of his entire philosophy. This right here, this is Sutra 1.2. It's one of the most famous lines in all of Eastern philosophy. And in just these few Sanskrit words, Patanjali lays out the entire purpose of the practice. So what on earth does it mean? And there you have it. Yoga is the stilling of the mind's vrittis, its fluctuations. You know that endless chatter in your head? The worries, the to-do lists, the replaying of conversations? That's it. It's all about calming that mental static so we can finally experience the incredible clarity that's always been there, right underneath. That is the goal. Okay, a still mind sounds amazing, right? But how do we actually get there? How do you go from total mental chaos to stillness? Well, Patanjali doesn't just point to a destination. He gives us a map. He lays out this incredibly clear, step-by-step framework known as the eight-limbed path.
What's so fascinating is how this path moves from the outside in. It starts with the yamas and niyamas, which are basically about ethics and how you conduct yourself. How do you treat other people and how do you treat yourself? Only after that does it move to the physical postures, the asana, which are meant to prepare the body to be still. And from there, it just goes deeper and deeper, controlling the breath, learning to concentrate the mind, and finally, reaching these incredible states of meditation and union. It's a whole system, starting with your place in the world and ending in the silence within.
You can really see the whole journey right here. It's a beautiful progression that takes us from our physical actions and our ethics inward to the subtleness of the breath, and finally to that profound internal silence Patanjali simply calls yoga. Now, you might be thinking, this is really interesting, but it's from thousands of years ago. Is it actually still relevant? Well, the answer is a huge, resounding yes. Let's take a look at how this ancient path applies to our totally modern lives. I mean, sure, the technology has changed, our societies have completely transformed, but the fundamental operating system of the human mind, that has not changed one bit. The very same mental chatter and distractions that ancient sages dealt with are the same ones we face today. They just wear different clothes. Think about it. An ancient seeker in a Himalayan ashram might have been distracted by, a noisy bird. A modern seeker in a bustling city is getting bombarded by hundreds of digital notifications. But the core challenge, it is identical. How do we find that internal silence when there's so much external noise? The quest is exactly the same. And that's really what it all comes down to. The sutra isn't just a text you study for an exam. It's a guide to be lived. Its whole purpose isn't just to quiet your mind for a few minutes in meditation, but to weave that stillness into every single part of your life, helping you become a more complete, a more whole human being. The map to inner peace has been here for millennia. Patanjali gave us the manual, so the only real question left is, how will you begin to turn the pages on your own inner journey?